one.
Introduction to, yeah.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
So uh, we completed the introduction to ethical hacking module, the very first module.
Yep. The introduction.
So today we are going to cover the module 2, the footprinting and reconnaissance. So
Mhm.
this phase is all about information gathering, how we gather information about our target. So this is the very first step of hacking. So
So, can I stop you for a second? Are we
yeah,
doing a
yeah.
recording for this one?
Yes, I am recording.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So let's look at the modules though. We are going to learn footprinting concepts and methodologies, footprinting tools, and countermeasures. So
Yes.
let's start with the footprinting. So footprinting is just the art of information gathering, and in this phase, we try to collect as much information as we can about our target. Why we collect information? Because if you are planning to find some vulnerability, if you're planning to exploit the vulnerability, you are planning to hack your target, then without information you cannot do anything.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to find vulnerability, we need to have some information. On those information, we do some analysis, and we try to find vulnerability in those in the gathered information, and then we try to exploit it. So if you talk to anybody, like if you talk to any security professional, what they will recommend you is that try to gather as much information as you can. So no information is small. So if you are getting like 100 information, and you are thinking that only 20 is reasonable and all the 80 corrected informations are like they are very small, I don't think I'm able to find vulnerability in those, so let's just leave those and just correct the main things. So this is not how it works. You have the more you correct, the better it is. So we try to correct everything that we can gather. So that is the footprinting. And there
Mm-hmm.
are two types of footprinting, so active and passive. So in active, we do the direct interaction with our target, and in passive, we do indirect. So what does it
Mm-hmm.
mean, direct interaction? So we have to like get the physical access if you want to do active footprinting. So to the system or
Mm-hmm.
any of your target, we have to be present there in order to do active footprinting. But mostly like 80-90% of the time, what we do passive footprinting, because in passive footprinting, what we do, we use the third party tools, so the third party services, and we try to gain information from the publicly available information. So if you are uh, trying to attack an organization, then what we are going to do, we are going to use all the information, all the publicly available information about our target. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the time we do passive. So and here also we are going to do the passive information gathering. And what type of information can we gather? So here you can see the organization related information, the network related, and system related. So in organization related, we can gather employee details, telephone numbers, web technologies, like which technology is used to build the particular website or app, or the location of the server. Network related, so domain, the subdomain, the IP address, the who is related information. So what is who is, what is DNS, and what are these, we are going to discuss. So system related information, so what is the operating system of the host, like the system organization is using, and what is the users information, password related information, so location of the server. So these are some of the information that we are trying to gather, that we try
Mm-hmm.
to gather in this phase.
Which
So
is passive.
Yeah, which is passive,
Indirect
not
connect.
not
Okay.
active, because we have to be inside their network. So imagine there is a company in US and you want to gather to do active footprinting. You have to be inside that company and you have to be connected to their internal network. Then you
Mm-hmm.
can do the so. But if we are in India and we have to target, our target is in another country or another location, then we have to do passive. So mostly we do passive.
Mm-hmm.
So because you won't get access inside the organization, obviously, if they don't know you, why they would allow you to get inside the organization. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing. So let's see the first thing. So footprinting through search engines.
Mm-hmm.
So have you heard about Google Docs? What is Google
Mm,
Docs or anything?
nope.
So let me show you. So Google Docs, or some people call it a Google operators also. So what we do is, in using Google Docs, we try to refine our search results. So if I search about hacking PDF, then here I got the PDF. So this is the real. So this is here I got the PDF when I search this. But if I open this will be a website.
Yep.
This will be a website also, but I also only want PDF. So I only want PDF. If I click here, the PDF open. I don't want to visit these websites, because here you can, here this is the PDF here, but this is a website, this is also a website, these are the websites. And we got so many results, so 3 to 5 to 7 8, 64 million results. So this is not like we got, whenever we search anything on Google, we got information related to the thing, but we also got some like false information which we don't need. So we use
Mm-hmm.
Google operator to search specifically related to our uh, we are trying to do, whatever we are trying to search, we try to, we use, by using Google operator, we search for only that thing. We don't like any junk information, any garbage information which we don't need. So if I search this, 64 million result we got, and only one or two are PDFs, others are
Mm-hmm.
websites. So if I use a Google Doc which is called file type, so if I define file type, and if I do PDF, and if I search
Dot PDF.
only PDF, so you will be able to see everything we
Only.
got is PDF, and
Mm-hmm.
result is also 3 to 5 to 7 8 35. So from 64 million to 35 million, and all these are PDFs. So if I open everything, you can see, so these are PDF. So this is how we refine our, if I go to even
Yeah.
10 page, we will got PDF.
That
So this is
that's I
what
know.
this,
I don't know what to call, but that was I knew, like you put
yeah,
it
yeah,
file
okay,
type and then dot
yeah, yeah,
file type.
yeah. So it is called Google Docs. And similarly, if you want to, if I want to search related to EC Council, so
Mm-hmm.
if I type eccouncil.com, okay, spelling
Then we can get it.
eccouncil.com.
Yep.
Yeah, so you know how to refine it, because we are getting Wikipedia, we
Mm-hmm.
are getting LinkedIn, we don't want, we are getting Twitter, we don't want these. I want information only related to this eccouncil.org, not
Mm-hmm.
anything else.
Yep.
So do you know any doc which can refine our information?
One is a star, that you put it a star for some
Star.
specific places. Like if I want to define something, like I want to define Calgary in somewhere, so I put it a star Calgary semicolon, so it will bring all the Calgary related
Right, 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 right.
information.
So here we are going to use site,
Site.
and it will only give us information related to the website, EC Council, EC Council, EC Council. So everywhere you see it's EC Council, EC Council, EC Council, EC Council. So like these two, there are some few Google Docs, like in title, in URL. So if you want any specific thing inside a URL, so if I type in URL admin,
Mhm.
I will get admin gsuite.google admin.google. So the URL will contain like admin related admin link. So in URL means, if I said in URL admin, then it means in every URL that Google is showing me, there should be admin link. So there is admin, this is admin, this is admin. So there every URL should contain admin.
Mhm.
So if you see, everything will contain, even this is also contain admin. So every URL will contain admin. So similar way, if I do in title, so in title means whatever you see this. So these are called titles. So all
Mhm.
this is. So if I say in title hacking, so you can see every title will contain hacking.
Hacking.
Yeah.
What is hacking? How do hacking?
Yeah. So this is how we do use Google Doc to
Is it a
define.
similar? We
Yeah, yeah.
can do it the similar way on YouTube too.
Yes, like no, not on YouTube, only on Google. So you can type information related to YouTube. So if I say youtube.com,
I mean,
it
like how we have it, the word right here, like a site, and then we go on the YouTube and put a
so
site semicolon and then YouTube
but
word.
it doesn't work on YouTube. It works on Google because Google allows it. So it's like one of the features of Google. So,
Hmm.
but if we talk about other websites, then they won't support these. So, yeah, this is, so if you can do, you can search here on Google, but YouTube won't work. So let us see. So what you like want to search? Nothing. Uh, there is no option to give, like channel. If you want like channel, uh, it doesn't. I don't think it will make any difference if I search. So it will show. So there is no official like docs about YouTube. So I don't know about any YouTube docs. So we only have Google. And there is a site called Google Hacking Database. So this is a website XYDB. It contains all the Google Docs. So you just have to search any doc here, and it will give you. You can navigate from here.
So that's a website.
Yeah, this is a website. So when you search Google Hacking Database, this is a
Hmm.
website XYDB. So this website contains all the docs of like all the
Google.
Google Docs. Yeah, you just have to search related to any doc, and it will give you the doc information. So there is also a Google Doc. So you might have seen this. So using Google Doc, you can access the unsecure CCTV cameras all over the world. So if I show you, this is the Google Doc, and you can see the live. So this is the live webcam view, CCTV camera view. You can see people. So someone is purchasing something, and he's
Yep.
going. So using docs, you can even use. So if I type Canada, Yeah. So okay, so there is night in Canada.
Hmm, that's something new.
Uh, it's not loading.
Oh, internet is speed thing.
Yes, in India we have this sort of issue. So yeah, that's a CCTV in Canada. You can
Hmm.
so Burnberry, Toronto, Workville, and if we open
It's
Canada,
unsecured cameras, yeah.
yeah, they don't have any like login password, so anybody can
Ah,
anybody can access these.
oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so
That's how people work on the stealing stuff and things like that.
yeah, they get to know that particular on a shop or this parking lot or like you can see this road is like
Uh,
empty
it
or
it it it's just gonna go.
so this is how we can see CCTV cameras of any country. So unsecure, unrestricted cameras. So so let's just move ahead
So
and
they, how many
yeah.
type of dorks we have it?
Oh, there are like hundreds of dogs. So like
Hmm.
this is why I tell you because
So do we have it? We can put it Google hacking docs or something.
we can refer this for like all the dogs. So if you need dogs related to anything, so you can
Hmm.
just search here. So it's it will show you. So if I search, then here you can like read this. It will show you a link.
So is it not illegal though?
No, it's just for information gathering. So all these informations are available on Google, but people don't know how to search. So which is why they won't get it. So it will just give them a feature to just refine their research. So it's not
Oh,
illegal in any way. Yeah. So because all these informations are already available, so people just can't like access very frequently or
mhm.
very easily. So this is so there is a thing called in text something like that on there is a thing like in text no index dot of yes index of if you search any you will get to see uh, sites which will contain movies. So you can see from A to like Z, you will get all sorts of movies. So there are like various websites you can navigate to directories. So you can see from 1967 to 2018,
Mm.
you will get like movies by title. So this is how you can use Google Docs for specific results. So let's move ahead and see advanced search.
So
Yeah,
for docs, we have to just go ahead, try different docs,
yeah.
trying to find it like
To
what docs
refine
we
our
can use
yeah,
it for what. But is there is no specific docs for anything. But like there is docs for specific things, but there are many different docs. Just you have to go search it. Is that right?
yes.
Okay.
So if I so there is a doc for everything. So if for information gathering there is a different doc for finding any vulnerability. There is a different doc, but so you just have to like search it. So these are like some of the popular which you can use. So phone book, map book, info, movie, weather. So these are some Google Docs,
Mhm.
and here you will find all the, like, these are the parameter, these are the docs. So there are like dozens of websites which you
Mhm.
will find docs. So as you can see, if I just scroll down, so these things you can use.
Oh,
So there is a lot. It
lot
depends
of
on
them.
your, yeah, it depends on your need. So what, if you just have to search according to your need. So if you want anything for, so you have to just type Google Docs for anything you need, and it, the site will, there will be like sites who will contain all those docs.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yep. And if I search Google Advanced Search, so let's use Google Advanced Search. So you might also know this. We can also
Yeah.
use Google Advanced Search. So I want related information to CEH. So exact word, any of these words, none of these words. So you can give anything and which language you want. So if I said I want in like Chinese only, so which region? So from any region, let's just choose. So where, what, like the information, so how old
Last updated.
the information. So yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm telling 24 hours. From which site you want any the particular information,
Any
if there
part.
is, yeah, so anywhere in the page, yeah. So file type, and you can filter this and just search. So it will give you the last 24-hour information. So all these information are fresh. So
Mhm.
it will be helpful if you are searching any news, so you want like only latest news related to your target or related to some company or something, then you can filter. So it will also only going to show you the specific information that you want, so in your language, in your region, and in the latest time. So you can use this Google Advanced Search.
Okay.
So let's just see domain. So as you might know,
Uh, did you
yeah, yeah.
went through the one more topic before the,
One more topic.
yeah,
Nope.
there was a hacking, Google hacking database.
Yes, and Google Advanced Search. So I
Oh,
told you about Google Hacking Database. So that's the site, Exploit DB.
oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay, okay,
that's
okay.
like, you have to visit that site. It is also called the GHDB, Google Hacking Database. So if you type, it's gonna open. So these are the information, and by the
Okay.
author who created this. So you can, whenever you click on any Google Doc, it is going to show you the information, the author, and everything, and you can just
Mhm.
copy, and you have to just paste it on Google. And you just have to search, copy, and paste on Google. So that's it. This is the
Okay, okay.
Google hacking database. And let's talk about domain. So so you might know that any website name, like these are called, so this is called domain name. So google.com, amazon.com,
It's
these are
domain.
called
Domain.
domain. Yeah, so anything.com is a domain.
Domain.
And what is a subdomain? So if anything comes before the domain, so like abc dot amazon dot com, then this part is called subdomain. So the actual, this is the actual domain, and if anything comes before the actual domain, then it is called a subdomain. Subdomain. So for our target, we not only search rate or of about subdomains, but as domains, but we also search about subdomains, because the mentality here is every website, like suppose Amazon is a like multinational company, so it doesn't have just Amazon.com. It also have Amazon.in and like multiple sites.
Amazon.ca
And
depends on a
yeah,
country.
yeah, so these are the domains, but of these domains also contain various like dozens of subdomains. So what particularly happens is whenever an attacker try to attack on the main domain, so this is the main domain, so attacker try to attack on main domain because this is the main domain of the company, so there will be maximum security on this domain because this is the main domain, so everybody knows about this. So
Yep.
like because it's like common sense, so like everybody knows about this and this is their main page, so everything have to go through this, so they have the main security. All their engineers, their security engineers, their developers, they focus on this. But imagine if there are like hundreds of subdomains, but of subdomains like this, then there is some possibility that they all the subdomains will not be secure. So like they don't focus on every subdomain equally. So if there are like 100 subdomains, then there is a chance that almost 50 of them are vulnerable for attacks. So what we do, we don't target
The
domains because domains are
most
yeah, they are the most secure thing, so we try to find subdomains, so how many subdomains are there, and once we find the subdomains, then it's very easy for us to find any vulnerability because it's like a guaranteed thing that if there are 20 subdomains, that you will find a one vulnerability in any of the domains, so they don't secure all the domains. So and also it is called in bug hunting, it is called like there is a phrase called always look for lowest hanging fruit. So what it means is instead of targeting the domain, uh, the top bug hunters suggest you to target subdomains of company. So because subdomains contain more vulnerability, more bug than this. So
Mhm.
less. So these have like less bug. So that's the concept of domain, subdomain, and why we find subdomains. So because of the more vulnerability chance, we have to find subdomains as well.
So my question is that like
Yeah,
how do we find the subdomains actually?
yeah,
Because we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
So yeah, that is what we are going to like discuss. So first, we are going to talk about
Sorry, I'm going
how
to
to.
excuse you. So subdomains you showed me, but there is a call subdomain like google.com/meeting.
So if
Is that considered as a subdomain?
no,
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 right?
no, no, no. Google after, if anything comes after, so you are telling me google.com/meetings.
Yeah.
This is not a subdomain. This is just like a parameter of google.com. But if this is the case, meetings.google.com, then it is called subdomain.
Oh, okay.
So I told you if anything's come before the
Hmm.
main domain. So if this comes before the main domain, not after. So if
Hmm.
anything comes before, then it is called. Otherwise, these are just links.
Yeah.
So this is the difference between the domain and subdomain. So we are going to like know about all these things, but first let me tell you how we gather information of any domain. So first, although it is secure or we may not be able to find the bug, but our main target is the domain. So first we try to gather information of the domain, then we move on to subdomain. So to find information related to domains, there is a website called whois.domaintools.com. Okay, and with my Wi-Fi, it is not going to work. I don't know. This is the big problem here. Okay, let me just use.
You got the guy.
I, I, I don't know what's the problem this with this
Are you
Wi-Fi
using like what do you call
VPN.
um See, I'm that tired. I can't even
Yeah,
say what word I'm looking for actually. VPN. Are you using the
yeah, yeah,
VPN?
yeah. Yes,
That might be the reason.
because with my Wi-Fi, I don't know why this website never opens. Currently, I'm just connected right now. Previously, I wasn't using. So just to open this website. So this is a website whois.domain.com. So what whois is? So let me tell you, and then we will discuss. So
So my question is that do we have to use the VPN for that,
no,
or
no,
we
no.
can use our?
Only the issue is with my like company Wi-Fi. I don't know why with this company Wi-Fi. I can't access who is only who is. So for who is I
Okay,
have to use VPN.
okay.
So yeah, let me search alias. So whois is a database which collects information related to all the websites in the world. So there are more than 200 million websites in the world, and this database will contain all the information of the websites, and we are using their service, their database, in order to extract the information. So what kind of information whois store? So who is stored the domain name related information. So ownership related, who is the owner, the IP address of the website,
Yep.
and the DNS related information. So domain name server. What is this? We are going to talk in the end.
Domain name
So this
server,
is the
yes.
last topic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is all. So these information we are looking for. So info who is database contain these sort of information. So
There
uh,
are many other websites too where you type it the website domain, I mean domain, and it
yeah,
will bring it to all the information like your IP address, where they come from, like
yeah, yeah.
which server
They
they are using. They using Google, I mean GoDaddy or Fast Web Host or anything like that.
Yes, yes, yes. So they all are using, they all might be using a whois database because this is the primary source. So they might be using the APIs. So there is a concept of API in development. So we can use API of any website, and we can like use their service in our own website. So that's different thing. So they also fetch information from here because this is the primary source. So let me tell you why and how. So there is a term called RIR. So this is called Regional Internet Registry. So what is RIR is there are 5 RIR in the world, and so for every region there is one RIR, and these RIRs contain information related to the all the websites. So domain name, ownership, and all the things, hosting details and everything they store. And who is the combination of all these. So all these 5 RIR contains information in their region, and whois contains information about them. So we look for the whois. So what are these RIR? So you can see RN. So RN is for American Registry for Internet Number. So all the Canada, United States, and Caribbean and North America, all these countries, all the websites from these countries under RN. So all the information about these websites are stored in RN. So, and if we talk about RIPE NCC, so this is the full form, RCOX European Network Coordinate Center. So these stores information related to Middle East, Europe, Central Asia. So all these countries, all the websites within these countries, all the information of those websites will be stored in this. And for Asia Pacific, this is APNIC. So Tokyo, Japan, so Brisbane, Australia, all these countries comes under this APNIC. And for Latin America, there is the LACNIC. So Latin America, Caribbean, Uruguay. So these country comes under this, and AFRIC. So all the African countries comes under this. So all the websites of African countries is stored in this. So whois contains the database which contains information related to all these 5 RIR, and these RIR are responsible for storing all the domain information. So suppose my target is uh, so let us see, certified hacker. So this is a website of EC Council.
Okay, just wait a second, please.
Okay, you are doing something.
I'm just trying to look for something. So, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is a way to hide the information as well.
Yeah, if you take the paid service, so whenever you are buying hosting plan, there will
Hmm.
be an option where they will ask. So suppose if you are buying anything from GoDaddy, so they will ask you for payment. So if you choose the payment option, then like they will hide your all the information, so your contact information and your email ID and everything. Instead of email ID, it will show as like abuse at email.com, so like this, so they will hide your information.
Hmm.
So if I search here about this website, all the information, so let us see what information can we get. So as you can see, the registrant, so this is the registrant of that domain, Perfect Privacy LLC, and the registrant country US, and the registrar. So as you can see, abuse at web.com means it hides its email ID. So
Yep.
whenever you hide it, it shows like this. And the registrar status, okay, so the date, so this website is 6400 days old and it was created on 2002, and it will expire, the domain will expire on 2021. They updated their website on 2019, and this is the name server. We are going to talk about them later.
So we have a we can do is once they are getting expired, we can start watching the website for them because that time
Yeah.
their vulnerability is more accessible because that time their
Ex-
domain is expired. They have a
what
way to get in.
uh,
Yeah,
what expires means that this domain
domain.
certifiedhacker.com
Yep.
will become available after 2021 7. So
Yep.
on 29th of July 2021, this domain got expired. And
Yep.
if you are keeping an eye on this domain, and uh, the moment the domain expires and you just purchase this domain, then they will not be able to claim that back. So the domain will be yours if suddenly after this expires and you claim your this domain. So imagine if you claim google.com, so if you know that google.com is going to expire after 5 years and you are keeping
Hmm.
an eye, if they don't focus, so usually what they do before like couple of months before the expiration, they just extend it. But
Renew it.
if, yeah, if they renew it, so if there is a company who is not paying attention, you, and after the domain got expired, you can just
Mhm.
buy it and they cannot do anything. And if they want that domain, you can just ask for money, so give me money and I will give you your domain back.
Mhm.
So that is how it
But
works.
if they have a, like a security, like a perfect privacy LLC, there are many things that I'm looking at it actually. So just give me a second. Uh, I used to use this website actually.
Okay.
It's a redacted for privacy. Yeah, redacted for privacy. Soon as their domain is all like a vulnerability, losing their vulnerability, like they are losing that purchase thing. We
Okay.
have a way to find all this information.
Yeah.
Yeah, because their privacy is off. They are expired already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Okay, okay. No,
well,
I'm just
yeah,
taking a
so
general
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's good if you know, it's good. It will make my work like a little easy, because if you have the overview and if you have the idea. So
Mhm,
this is the IPv4 address of the domain.
mhm.
And 1902 other sites hosted on this server. So using Hoist, we can get the information related to the hosting. So this is a shared hosting. So in hosting, we have multiple options. So if like private hosting, cloud hosting, or shared hosting, so there are some options. So what that means, if you choose private hosting, then there will be a server specifically for your website, and only your website will host on that server, no other website. But if you choose shared hosting, so shared hosting will contains other websites. So it is like Uber, so like private Uber and Uber pool. So in if you are sharing your cab, you will get many unknown passengers inside the
Hmm.
cab with you. So this is
Hmm.
like that. So what in so whatever what the persons do whenever, if you are trying to open your own website, so what they usually do is they don't try to spend much money, because there is no guarantee of success. So and also if you are just starting a new website, then there will be like very less traffic, so like 100 people or 50 people or even 10 people, because nobody knows about your site, you are just starting it out. So
Hmm.
for a new website, purchasing a server, it's not a good idea. So what the people usually do whenever they are starting their site, they need less resources, less RAM, less storage. So what they do, they just use shared hosting, because shared hosting is cheap. And but the drawback is there will be like hundreds and thousands of different websites running on the same server. So one server and multiple websites. The drawback is, if I am targeting this website and this website is super secure, and if I'm not be able to gain access to this, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to check if this website is hosted on a shared hosting, so on a server where all the other websites are also hosting or also being hosted. So once I got that this website is running on shared host and there are other websites, then what I can do, because this is secure, I will leave this website and I will try to find the information, like what
For
are the site running
other.
on the same server. So I will try to gather information and I will attack on those websites. And once I found any vulnerable websites, I will attack that website. I will try to gain access to the server, and once I get the access to the server, this no matter how secure this website is, I will take access to this site also. So this is the drawback of shared hosting. If a server compromises, all the sites on the server got compromised. So
Just give me a
uh,
quick second, please.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just stopping you in the middle. Solutions.ca is not working. Why is not working? Hmm.
Okay, so
Sorry, I'm just trying to get it something actually. I'm just trying to look something. Yeah. While you're doing this, I'm just trying to check something. And just give me a one quick minute, please. Thank you.
yeah,
Services, event job, promote, review services. No, where is it? Contact us. No, not you. Hmm. That's off. Five. Okay, that's the one. I can use this one. So that will tell us if there is
yeah,
any other website. Where was it showing?
yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
it's ASN. No, sorry, IP addresses.
yeah. Reverse. It is called reverse IP lookup. This we are going to talk about that in later. So
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something. I guess. Okay, four other sites are running on this one. Yes. Okay,
yeah.
I got it.
Okay. So you are looking for a target
No,
person?
never mind. We had it, like I had it business, and then my brother still have it business. So I was just trying to look and what's going on, and then according to that, I was just researching. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that way I understand where to look what.
So when you click on this here reverse IP, so
Mhm.
it is going to open a site, but it won't give you the full information. So as you can see, it is showing us the information of only three websites. So out of 1900 websites, these
Mhm.
three are running. So it gives you information on these three. And if it is telling us to buy this report for $49, so that when once we pay $49, it is going to show us all the information of 1900 websites. So what are the names of websites running on the same server? So for
It
free,
can
it
be
won't give.
false information
uh, I I have never purchased it, but this is like authentic, genuine organization, and I won't think that
because
it's
what
false.
I'm saying is false information as well on their reverse IP lookup result. It's giving
Yeah,
me three websites, yeah, and one of them is mine, and then two others are we don't know. I never
yeah,
purchased or anything on there, but I'm
yeah.
just saying, like, it's just
Those websites were sharing the server, the same server of your website. So your website and their websites are running on same server. So this is the
okay, okay.
thing. Yeah,
So
it
that's
doesn't
we don't decide it. That's the who provide us the
the hosting. So any hosting company.
hosting. Yes,
Yes.
I got it. What do you mean by that, actually?
Yeah, so because what we do when we create a website, so website is what just a file, a file. So we store the files on their server. We purchase the hosting plan from like $10 per month, $5 per month, depends on the company. So we purchase the hosting plan, and what they do is they give us option where we can save all the files on their computer, on their server, and their server is worldwide, so it is accessible worldwide. So because we
Okay.
want our website to be accessible all over the world, we use hosting. Even you can host your website on your own PC, and you can make it global, and everybody from the world can access a website from your
Mhm.
computer. You can store it in, but if the resources will be like the website will be slow, and because running hosting a site on a regular computer is not a good idea, because if the traffic is really low, 50 people, 100 people in a day, then you can host on your own system. But if the
Okay.
traffic grows, then you have to purchase the hosting plan.
It depend on your
So
computer
yeah, it
configuration, what
depends.
you have it
Yeah,
in your
it depends.
computer.
Yeah, so but don't use it on your personal computer. Use a dedicated computer, because when you are hosting on your personal computer, you will be opening multiple ports inside your PC, and all any people can access the website. So if any people can access the website, and where is the website? Website is in your system. So it means if any people can access the website, they can also access your system. If there is a vulnerability in the website, they can access your system, they can access your personal data
Hmm.
inside your computer. So it is not safe to use like a personal computer.
Um,
So if you are planning to host, use a dedicated system, a system which doesn't have anything, and it is only for like hosting a website. And there is a thing called, you might,
Sorry.
Raspberry
Hello.
Pi. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What do you say?
So
I got
do
it
you
cut
know
off.
Raspberry Pi?
No,
I was
I
saying
heard it.
that if you are, yeah, you heard it.
Yeah, I
So
heard it.
Raspberry Pi is a board. So what? It's like a mini computer, the smallest computer in the world.
Oh
So what?
yes, yes, yes. I know
Yeah.
that.
So you can also use this Raspberry Pi for hosting a website. So you can make your own server using Raspberry Pi. Previously, it was very difficult, because previously Raspberry Pi 3 only has 1 GB of RAM and processor was very slow.
Mm-hmm.
But now they launched Raspberry Pi 4, which has 4 GB RAM, and the processor is quite fast. So
Mm-hmm.
the even the owner of the Raspberry Pi, they make their website a server. So if I show you something like that, if we search, they also launch uh, a Raspberry Pi 4. So uh, something like that. There was a news. I'm not getting the news. So the thing is, they hosted their website on Raspberry Pi. They were trying, like, they were researching on it whether it can handle the request or not, and it can handle, like, I remember, like, a couple of thousand requests per minute. So it was able to handle like thousands of requests per minute. So you can, like, even host your own website on a, like, a small board, a Raspberry Pi. So you can make your own server. So that's that. And here we can see the IP location. So Utah, this is the location, and IP history. It is showing us 13 changes on 13 over the 14 years. So they
Yeah,
changed
so
their
there is
IP.
a, sorry, it's called makeuseoff.com slash tag
Yeah, yeah,
host website
yeah, yeah,
Raspberry Pi. So it's showing us how to make it a server on a Raspberry
yeah.
Pi. So
Yes, yes,
no,
yes.
I'm just researching.
Yeah, you can, like, it's Raspberry Pi has endless possibilities. You can make anything using Raspberry Pi, a drone
Mhm,
or anything. So
mhm.
even now it has 4 GB RAM. You can even install, like, you can Windows, and you can, like, use it as a desktop. So now they are offering like a keyboard and all the setup, all the tools. You can use, make it at your desktop.
No, I have it, one of them.
Okay, that's good.
I I have it, one of them, but it's not a Raspberry. I don't think so, if I'm
There are
sure.
many, like,
Like I have a
development.
small computer that is like 6 inch by 6 inch box.
There are many development boards which you can. There is a board called Arduino, and, like, there are many things. So you might have also some. All are very compact inside, and there is a board for Windows also, like, board for Windows. It was quite expensive. Latte Panda, yes, it is called Latte Panda. This a single board which you can use Windows 10. I damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah, Latte Panda. So this is specifically for Windows. This board you
Okay.
can use like Windows operating system. So this is how the Latte Panda board.
Hmm.
It has like 32 GB storage, 2 GB RAM, and all the configuration. So
Yep.
let's just move ahead.
Mm.
Yeah, so as you can see, they changed their IP address. So which is this? They changed their,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
What?
yeah. They changed their IP addresses 13 times over the 14 years, and these are some other information. So, like, the server, so they are using Apache web server, and
Mm.
these are the links. within their, like, internal links means the links which is inside the like which goes within the website. So like uh, if we talk internal link, so this will be called an internal link. So when you click on this link, it will open inside the domain. So
Yeah,
internal links are
that's what I
related to
was
the
saying.
domain. Yeah. And outbound means when you click on a link, it will open a new website. So that is
Hmm.
called like outbound. So that's the difference. And when you validate, it is going to give you some couple of more informations. Yeah, so these there is some more information. So the, like, city Jacksonville and the street address, so I don't think they hide their information. So 5335 Gate Network Solution, PO Box 459, and Florida, and the pin code. So this is the phone number. And network solutions, so I think this is the email ID. So network solutions private registration.com, and they don't hide it because it's just so they hide this one, registrar email.
So this information can be used.
Yeah, for further information gathering, for further, like, who owns this email ID, and we can try to gain access, we can try to guess the password of the email ID,
Mhm.
and we can, for further investigation, yeah, for further information gathering, because this phase is all about gaining information about our target. So we
Mhm.
try to gather as much as that we can get. So
Okay.
this is what it is. So this was Whois. So this is how we use Whois. And there are some also websites. So let us use a website called Website Grader. What it does, it grades the website based on its features,
Perfect.
its accessibilities, its specifications. So uh, now I have to close this. So if I type certifiedhacker.com, it is gonna scan, analyze the website, and it will give us a result. So according to this, it has a score of 51, and this
Mhm.
site is okay. And you can see the performance score 21 by 30. Mobile
Mhm.
score 0 by 30, which means it is not good on mobile, so it is not responsive at all. And the SEO score, search engine optimization, and the security information, so 10 on 10. So if we go down, it is going to show us the information. So the page size, the size of each page, so
Mhm.
592 KB, which is fast. The page request, so it, it is showing us that it can be improved. So it is taking like a time for requesting the page, and page speed is 1.4 seconds. So page can be loaded within 1.4 second, 1.5 seconds. So it is quite fast. And
Mhm.
it is showing us some information like browser caching, page redirect, compression, render blocking. So it will give us information how to fix that. So on mobile, it is 0 by 30. It is not responsible at all. It won't work. And the SEO score, and it has page title, meta description, sitemap. It doesn't have sitemap,
Mhm.
and it has the SSL certificate. So the communication on this website will be secure, encrypted. So for that, it is giving 10 on 10, and it is giving a suggestion. So these are some bad things about the site and how we can improve this. So even
Yeah, images,
not,
size, and all those things. Yes.
yeah. So how, so it's not
We
like,
I used to use different one, which is
yeah,
similar to that, which is give you the information like what is going on. Like we used to gather a report. We used to make a report for
yeah. If you are a website owner, then it's a good tool for, like, you can use any tool, and this is the free information. So if you want more detailed information, they will ask you to, like, purchase it or take a trial version.
Yep.
So that's the website trader. And if we talk about Alexa, so a company owned by uh, Amazon. So yeah. So if I open
Alexa on
this
by macro.
Amazon. Okay, so let me enter any website and it is going to show me information. So it doesn't have much. Let's use different domain. Like if I choose Microsoft, let's just use this. So as you can see, Alexa is a company in an organization which ranks all the websites. So what is the ranking of the site and how much traffic it is getting, and what is the region of those traffics, so from which country, how many people are visiting the website, and all the web related information. So these are the keywords which are being used to generate. So the 1.3 million total, the search traffic is like 43.7%, and it is comparing with all the competitors. So like most of the sites are Microsoft, so every website is of Microsoft except this, I guess. Yeah, Stack also. So whenever you type any website, it will automatically compare it with other competitors. So as you can see, it is comparing with them. And this is the bounce rate. So bounce rate means 47% bounce rate means 47% people are visiting the home page of the website, and after opening the home page they just close the website. They are not navigating to any other page. So this is what called bounce rate. So if I open microsoft.com and after opening I just close it without navigating to any page, then it is called bounce rate. And if a website has more bounce rate, then it means this website is like not good. It there is some need to improve. They should improve it, because it's not good thing when people just visit your home page and they just close it. It means they don't like your home page, they don't like your site. So that is what bounce rate is. And sites linking, so you can see total 396,000 links. So it might be inbound and outbound also. So the site ranking is number 34 in worldwide. And so the average time on this website is 3:23. So every user who visits this website is spent 3 minutes 23 seconds on this website.
But it just
And
like made
made
like it's not actual number. It's just
like, yeah, it's just
generating
like
the
a
number
approximate.
approximately.
Yeah, approximately. So these are some other information, and these are like not free. You should have to like sign up or anything. So these are the traffic, so it is comparing the traffic. So this is the organic search, so how many people are searching on
Mhm.
Google and visiting the website. So these are locked. So
Yep.
yeah, these are some information. So there
So
should be like,
for that you just have to sign up, and they charge you for that.
yeah, they will. So the free trial, as you can see the pricing. So whenever you see pricing on any website, then it means they won't provide full information. So as you can see the audience geography, so 20% people from the US visit, and like 9.2% from India, and 8% from Japan they visit Microsoft.com. And the country in the US is 26 and worldwide 34. So yeah, so daily time on site 323, 1% improvement, bounce rate 47%, so 3%
Hmm.
decrement, which is good. So page view 3.06 means each average, on an average, each user visit 3 pages on microsoft.com.
Mm-hmm.
So these are some information which a person or an attacker might gather for their target to see all the things. Like if you have the though two companies have the same features, same services, so you can run the analysis and you can compare your competitor's website versus your own
Mm-hmm.
website and see the differences between you two. So this is Alexa, and now we are going to see the subdomain. So as you were asked how to find the subdomain related information, so there are some tools, some
So
websites.
can we just take a break, five 5 minutes or 10 minutes, if you don't mind?
All right, 5 minutes
Yeah.
will be good.
You are talking. You been talking for 1 hour. I need to relax my ears too sometime. No, I'm just joking. I need to use the washroom.
All right.
Okay, just give me
Yeah,
5 minutes, 5 to 10
yeah,
minutes. Okay, thank you.
yep, yep.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we all good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You want to take it
So,
2 more minutes?
nope. I'm good. If you want to take some time,
All
then
right. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, mom is not home, so I'm on my old diet. I told you.
yeah, yeah,
My
yeah,
old diet
yeah.
is Maggie.
Yeah.
Just because I had a class, so I was my brother's house to pick up my camera. Like, not my camera. We use the camera, same camera. It's kind of
Okay.
professional camera, so my friend needed it. And I just picked it up and I said, "Okay, and mom, I'm just running." So I came right here for just getting the classes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't edit anything, heating or anything like that. So let's just start it up. Won't take it
Yep.
long, actually, for me to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. So we were talking about subdomains. So I already told you about subdomain. So what is a subdomain? So anything which comes before the actual domain, so
Mm-hmm.
which is called subdomain. So how to extract, how to find subdomains related information. So these are some websites or tools. So I'm going to show you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I open Google and do this search dns.netcraft.com, this is a website. So this is also a subdomain. So netcraft.com is the website, and
Mm-hmm.
search DNS is the subdomain
Mm-hmm.
of netcraft. So on this website, you can like search the subdomain. So if I give the host like Microsoft, yeah, let's just do it and search. So as you can see, it gives us all the subdomains. So teams.microsoft.com, docs.microsoft.com, account.microsoft, go, Azure. So these are some all the domains or the subdomains of Microsoft, and you can try to gather information related to the subdomain. You can try to exploit these. You can try to find vulnerabilities, and because there is a lot, we can move to the next page. So you can see, so there is like there might be a chance that not all the subdomains will be safe. So
Mm-hmm.
like 60, 80, so there might be like it is showing 500, so maybe I'm not sure it is accurate or not, but we are at the 80, so there might be like hundreds of subdomains of microsoft.com, and we can try to attack on any of them. Then
So,
they won't secure.
in a way to say, we are trying to find the vulnerability on one of those
Yeah,
ones to get access to the actual
to actual website, yeah,
yeah,
because whether it's a domain or whether it's subdomain, all are being hosted on the same server. So
server.
in yeah, so in some cases, if we like, they all like update.microsoft.com is linked to microsoft.com. So if we found something on this, then there is a chance that we may find something on this also. we
Oh, okay, okay.
from here we can get to the domain name. From subdomain we
Mhm.
can get to the domain, yeah. So that's the whole
Yeah.
point. So this
So,
is, yeah,
like, suppose if somebody have it like multiple websites, yeah, on a same
yeah, yeah,
server.
yeah,
Uh, Multiple website means multiple subdomain.
okay,
Yep. And they are hosting on the same server, so which means like we can just if we have a vulnerability on any site, which means we can
yeah,
access to the server.
yeah. It's not guaranteed
Ah,
that you can, it's not guaranteed that you can
it's not.
access to the server. It's up to the vulnerability. So there might be a vulnerability where you can only access the, like there is a vulnerability on only on subdomain. Then there
Mhm,
might be a situation where you can like like reach to the domain, so you can extend that vulnerability to the domain, from
mhm,
the subdomain to the domain, or there might be chance that you can even reach to the server. So server is the end goal, So that is
Mhm.
like, if you reach the server, then that's it, because
That's
there is
it.
nothing more. You can do everything. So
Hmm.
it's not a guarantee that we get to the server level access, but
It's just a way to say क्या मिल सकता है और क्या दे सकता है वो दोनों पे ही
yeah,
डिपेंड करता है
दोनों पे,
कौन
yeah,
सी इंफॉर्मेशन क्या दे सकती है आपको चीज वनरेबिलिटी का भी यही हिसाब होगा कि अगर if there is a give and take yeah they
yeah,
can
yeah,
give you something and they cannot give you anything
yep. So it's like up
we
to
just have to
the,
move till we find the actual thing.
as the attacker, we have like multiple targets, we have multiple options, and we just have to like try one another. So if one doesn't
Mhm.
work, try on another target. So this is,
Mhm.
we have to like
Uh,
brute force, so
yeah.
on each all the
I'm
targets.
forgetting the term actually. It was a term in one of the
Hit
thing
and
I
run.
used. No, 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 no. It was something phrase he used it that server have to use what they can provide. क्या देने वाले पे डिपेंड करता है और लेने वाले पे डिपेंड करता है वो कितना
Okay,
ले
yeah,
सकता है yeah?
yeah,
और
yeah,
वो
yeah.
कितना दे सकता है हमें इंफॉर्मेशन सो सेम थिंग
Same thing, yeah. So
ओके
this is the website, and there is another website which can give you the information. So let me hacker target. It's actually a quite good website. It will give you option to scan for 28 different uh, vulnerabilities. So there are 28 different options for you to use, but some of them are paid. So okay, if we, so where is the subdomains? So yeah, find host record subdomains. Click on here, type that address, and it should give us the same result. So yeah, that's the same. So these are the number of subdomains. So these are quite a lot. So in similar way, you can use like, you can use this website hacker target, go to scare tools, go to subdomains, type any website, and it will give you the information, or you can use search DNS. And if we talk about tools in Linux, then there is a tool which is
okay
called,
that's the only thing I never used it is a
yeah.
Linux but Linux is good
Yeah.
Linux,
So this tool is not comes pre-installed, so we have to download it in our Linux.
yeah but should we like it's better to date the Linux or Windows than Windows or not
It's
for the
better
tool
to
like
for,
as a doing like ethical hacking or anything
yeah,
like I'm doing it so it's better to do it Linux or Windows.
Linux is like, you are, this is just the starting. This is a very like second module, but as we move ahead, you will feel the need of Linux, because you can't do everything on Windows.
Yep.
So yeah,
That's the only thing I never learned it was Linux actually. How far I know is more the easiest Windows you can use it is a Linux. It could be
yep.
hard if you don't know anything about Linux.
It's not like very much. Nowadays, every Linux is like GUI based. You can even use like GUI if you want to access files. You can use the like, it's all GUI nowadays, but you have the option to use command line also, terminal also. So it's,
Commanding is a way like so many commands you have to remember.
yep. But you will get used to it once you started using it. And if you like never used it, I can like take like 20 minutes to tell you about all the commands. So
Mm.
all the basic commands which we need to use, which we might require in this course. So I will tell you all those basic commands, and not in this course, but after the course, like how to create a directory, how to create a file, how to navigate to a directory, how to list all the files, so how to went into any directory. So
Is
these are some things which
mm.
I will tell you. For that you have to have Linux operating system, and not Linux but Kali Linux. So Kali
Which one?
Linux. Let me tell you. Let me open. So if I type, so this is the
Kali.
operating, yeah. So this is like, as you read, operating system is specifically for penetration testers. So this operating system is designed for penetration testers, for ethical hackers. So it
Mm.
comes preloaded with like thousands of tools. So if I can show you, so uh, let me close this. So if I go to their applications, and if I see, so for information gathering, you can see these are the tools for information gathering and vulnerability analysis and web application testing and database assessment. You can,
Mm.
for password attacks, these are the tools, and for Wi-Fi attack, wireless attack, these are the tools, and reverse engineering, exploitation tools, sniffing. So these are the various tools which comes pre-installed in Kali Linux, so you
Oh,
don't need to install it. Yeah, you can use your regular Linux, but this is like built for pen testers, and
penetrate.
it also comes installed with like all the programming languages, so you don't need to install those. So you have Python, you have
Mhm.
PHP, and you have Perl, Ruby, all the dependencies which you may require to, because there might be a security tool which is created in Python. Then you have to have Python in order to run the tool. Then there might be a tool which is written in Ruby, so you have to
Mhm.
have Ruby. There might be a tool which is of PHP, or which is all Perl based, so you have to have these. But so if you are using Linux flavor, any other basic like Ubuntu or Fedora or Mint or anything, then you have to
You
install
have to
these things. But
install it.
if you are
It's
using Kali,
pre-installed.
yeah, it's pre-installed, so that's the advantage. So
So
I
are we
would
going to
ask
learn
you
about?
to,
Sorry.
yeah, I would ask you to download this, because from now onwards we are going to, like, because the first one was just introduction, but from now we have to use command line term. We have to use Linux.
Kelly.org. So okay, I have a download Kali Linux. That's one I'm
Yeah,
going to download it. Yeah.
just go to downloads and download the, let me tell you, yeah, this version, so install it. So 2
Yep.
GB, it is of 2 GB. And
It's gonna be done in 10 minutes,
all
5
right.
minutes.
And but after downloading you have to use VirtualBox. So do you know about virtual machine or what?
VMware. Yep.
Yeah, if you have
Might have
VMware
it.
you can use it, but is it
Just
free
give
or
me a
like
second.
paid
It's a free one.
Okay, free. So this is like open source version. You can also use in this if you want. So, but it's up to you. It doesn't matter
So
what you use, VirtualBox or VMware.
so
So
should I? Because we know that we have a workstation right here. Just give me a second. I might have it installed. That one's not. Sorry, I have it a lot of things going on in my system. So because this system I created by myself, so is the purpose for this system was using only my
okay, for
personal
personal
thing.
usage.
Yeah. So it have like a lots of software I installed, used it, uninstalled it.
Yep.
So now I'm using for study purposes. So okay. So let's keep working on it. It's gonna take it a couple of minutes for me to download those ones
So
actually.
I will show you this, and
Mm.
later you can refer to this video from. I am going to show you how to install and how to use, and you can
Kelly.
either, yeah, no, not Kali, but the tool.
Okay.
Tool, yeah, the tool which I'm going to use.
Hmm.
So if I search sublister, so I search this and got the result. So this is the very first result.
Hmm.
So once the page opens, so I click on this page, I search this sublister GitHub. This is the result. This is the author, and I open this page. And once I open, you can see it is showing us the information about this tool and all the installation methods, so how to install and what are the dependencies, so what things you need in order to run this tool. So to download any tool from GitHub, and we are going to use GitHub a lot of time because it's just a platform where we can create our own tool and we can publish it for other people. So there are various security tools on GitHub, so we are going to use a lot of time. So how to download any tool? So once
Hmm.
I search, I open the page. Here it is showing us the option to clone or
Okay.
down. So I click here. Here it will give us the option to either download it as zip or clone this. So I'm going to click here one time and it is going to copy this whole URL. So I click here, I copy, and I
So
open my
which one
terminal.
was it? Sorry, can you show me one more time? That one's github.com. That's the ones I used it.
This is the tool name and this is the website. So I search and this is the result. You can see the
Okay.
author.
So let me go as you sublist list
Yeah.
3R. Okay, got it. I'm just gonna put it on my bin right here.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
So I click here, scroll on download. Once you open the page, you will get the information. So I click here, I to copy the link, this link, and I will open my terminal, navigate to any directory. I can clone it here, but I have a directory called tools where I store, download all the tools. So, and to download, the command is git clones. So to download anything from the GitHub, you have to use this, and you have to paste the URL. So what is the URL? This, either you copy it like that or you can just click one time here. So this is the command and you just have to paste it, and once I press enter, it is going to install. But in my case, it is showing already exist because I already have it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so let me navigate to that. So to navigate any directory, we use cd change directory. So I am inside sublister, and if I do ls to list all the files inside this directory, it is showing me all these files related to the tools. So before running this tool, you need to download all the requirements. So there is, in some tools you will find this requirement.txt file, which means in order for the tool to run, you have to install some of the dependencies, some of the requirements, otherwise the tool won't work.
Hmm.
So to install, there is a command, is the command called pip install -r. -r is used for read. So we want to read the text file, whatever is inside, and the file name. And once I press enter, it is going to read the file and install everything. So already satisfied because I already have downloaded, and now I have to run this. So I'm going to do subblister.py. So it is showing us for help menu we can use -h. So if I do -h, it is showing me all the options which I can use. So -d is for domain, so for any for your target. So if you want Microsoft, Google, Bing, if you want to like find subdomains of any website, so you have to type -d and then your target website name. And these are for search engines. So if you want from Google, if you want to search on Bing or Yahoo or any search engine, specifically search engine, by default it is going to search on every search engine, but if you want a specific, and verbosity is it's just going to show you the result while display the results. And ports, for like we are going to talk about them later. So the ports, if you give the -p, it is going to scan for ports. So how many ports are open inside a domain, and the -o is for the output. So are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. So -o is for output, so it is going to store all the result inside a txt file. So these are the command. So it is showing you the example. So use this Python subblister.py and -t for domain name and the domain. So I'm going to use
So why we
-d.
use the Python?
Python because this is written in Python. So as you
Oh,
can
okay,
see, so we have to use Python
so
subblister.
okay.
Yeah.
So it depends on if it's written, the website is written
Not
in a
website, the
PHP.
tool.
The
The
tool is
tool.
written in a PHP or SC.
The tool is, yeah. So in whatever programming language it is written,
Mm,
there are a specific method to open each tool in each programming language. But there is like we can say the wildcard option, like by which you can use. So you don't need to do the Python for Python tools or for Perl related tools. What you can do dot slash and the tool name.
mhm,
So you don't need to type any language. So what, it doesn't matter which language the tool is made. If
mhm,
you use dot slash, so
mhm,
it is going, you don't need to enter the like Python or PHP or Perl, Ruby, anything. So
mhm.
you just need to do this and giving the option. So let's search, and you can see it is searching on Baidu, Yahoo, Google,
Mhm.
Bing, Ask. So it is going to search on
All the
each of
search.
these search, all the search engines, and it is find all the subdomains, and it is going
Mhm.
to list them. So let's wait.
Okay. So all this, sorry,
Yeah,
Kali,
yeah.
Kali. So are we going through all the tools in there? We can do it GPU as well. Those things.
No. Like
Graphic.
graphical interface. Some of the tools will run graphically, but not all, and it is better to use a command line because graphicals are a little bit slow, but command line tools are fast. So and specifically, if we talk about all the tools which we are going to download from GitHub, then these tools are 99% command line based. Some of them are GUI based, but most of them are command. So
Okay.
don't get
I
overwhelmed by using the terminal. Uh, we are going to
I'm just trying to install. I never install the what do you call
Linux or any Linux
Linux.
flavored operating system. Yeah,
Yeah, I never
it
used
will
it
give you.
actually.
It will
So
give
I'm
you
just
the.
trying to install it first time. So
It will give you the graphical installation method. So you just have to click next, 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 and select the option.
could not detect which operating system is in the disk image. You will need to specify which operating system will be installed. Mm, okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna
So
help me to install that once actually. So I'm
yeah,
on
yeah,
a VMware
yeah.
right now while it's searching. I'm on a VMware. I picked the my uh, Kali Linux. Is
Yep.
giving me could not detect which operating system is in the disk image. You will need to specify which operating system will be installed. Should I say next?
So so
Oh, okay,
just
okay. Linux right
yeah,
here.
I'm going to just show you. So just follow.
Okay.
So once you open the VMware, so this is how it will look. You might know.
Oh, you
And where do
using
you click?
15?
So
I
where do
have
you
a
click?
14. Yeah.
Okay. So you click obviously here, create a new virtual machine,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to choose installer and browse and the Kali Linux ISO file. So it is showing you this message. Could not
Mm-hmm.
detect which operating system. Yeah. So just click on next. So as when you click, it will detect automatically detect. So this is like Linux and Debian. So just click next.
You say Debian, but I got it
It
Ubuntu.
doesn't matter what. It
Okay.
doesn't matter. You can just select from here if you want. When you click here, it is going to show you all the Linux flavor, so you can
Mhm.
move to, but it really doesn't matter. You can choose it is showing
Okay.
64-bit or what, like Ubuntu
It didn't give me
or
any option for that.
okay, okay, okay. So just click on next. So it is on Linux.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just click on next, and yeah, it is just ask you to name. You can name anything you want. Just click and name Kali or Linux or anything. Like you can.
What size should we use it in maximum disk size? Do you know? You
Okay,
must
so
know.
disk size should be greater than 25 GB, otherwise installation will get failed.
Hmm.
So
But
I
how much do we use?
I according to me, like 40 GB is enough. Like all the tools we need, or like all everything. So 30, 30 like 30, 30 for learning purpose 30, 35 is good. You can do the 30, 35, but don't go below the 30. So at least 30 minimum
Okay.
you can go.
And split virtual disk into multiple file or
Into single, as a single.
single?
So let me just reduce it. I know it's going to fail, but I don't have space. So
Oh,
now
okay, okay.
it is show you like this.
Mhm.
So just click on customize, and now it will show you the amount of RAM you can allocate, 1 GB, 2 GB. You can just move it upward, downwards.
So, what we use it currently? You give me
uh,
some random number for now.
so what number is showing in your, so by default it is 1 GB, 2 GB,
1 GB.
1 GB. So if you have RAM at least 8 GB, then try to give it at least 2 GB, so it will run smooth.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
and
don't even know
then
how much RAM I have it right now. Pretty honest, yeah, I have a 24 GB.
okay, then you can easily assign like 2 GB, minimum 2 GB.
Okay, I'm
So
just doing 8 GB. I have a 24 GB RAM. I don't even know. Honestly, it's been a long, long, long time. I haven't even opened it. So I can use 4 GB, which will be enough for that. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 GB is more than enough. So
Okay.
just go to processors
Hmm.
and at a minimum of two processors. So it will show you how many processors you have. So like you can assign minimum two or four. It depends on you.
Number of core per processor is giving me 16, and number of for processor is giving me 16.
Yeah, yeah.
So the
So,
num
what
okay. Okay, it's giving me number of cores per processor. So
number of cores so per processor? So like you can choose two for each.
okay,
Yeah.
and what else?
And in network adapter, just choose the bridge one. This,
Okay,
yeah, and now just uh, close it and just click on finish. So as soon as you click on finish, it will create a operating system. So as you can see, it will show you the option like that.
okay, remote driver, USB, Samsung USB port. Okay, do not show here. Okay, never mind. It's giving me graphing installer advanced option. Which one should we use it?
So you just click on this play virtual machine.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so just click on graphical.
Graphical. Okay.
Yeah.
G. Okay. Where is it? What? Now I will do it by itself, I guess.
Now
I'm going to use English and continue.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Continue, and it will like country and everything. Some basic stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can choose like American English or whatever. Just click on next.
Okay, it's doing it. It's a media thing. Okay, let's move on. It's the first
So
time I'm
it's
installing. I never install any of the
operating system.
Linux. No,
Any
no,
of the
not Linux. Actually, I
okay
install all the operating system, Mac, our Windows, and
Windows.
everything,
Yeah,
but not
Linux. Yeah.
Linux.
So it is going to like install.
It's asking for host name.
So just like press enter and next.
Okay, any host name will work. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just enter. Mine will say right now because let me power off this.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you uh,
Continue. Okay. So it's just installing. I will do it next. Next is use entire disk. Use entire disk set up LVM. Which one are we using? The entire disk. Yeah.
yeah, entire disk.
Okay. 3 GB VMware. One partition. Are we using one partition, home partition?
No, no, no. It will show you the guided partition. Use entire disk. It will show you the option. and it will show you all the files in one, like all
All the files.
partition in one file. Yeah,
Right.
choose that option.
Ooh. Finish partition and write the changes to disk. Okay, continue and partition this. So I say if you continue, the changes listed below will be written to the disk. Otherwise, you will be able to make further changes manually. The partition table of the following day. I'm getting two partition. Partition number 1, partition number 5. One say exit 4 and as swap.
So what you did, what you should like choose the. Okay, wait a second. Uh, I'm stopping it for a second and
No,
let
no,
me.
no worry. Sorry, I'm wasting time on this. But
No, no, it's good. But you have to like, it's a one-time thing. So once you learn, you can install it anytime. So let me mute this. So let me show you. Yeah, yeah. On the host name, you should like write the default one, whatever. It might be showing you. Hello.
yeah, yeah, I'm on it actually.
Yeah, yeah. So this was for the host name, and the domain name is like you should leave it, and it should ask you to enter the full name
Yeah,
for the user. You have to enter the full name and then the password, and after that it will ask you. So you have to choose the use entire disk. Did you choose that?
yeah,
Yeah, and once you choose it, it will like give you so all files in one partition recommended. So you have to
yeah.
choose this. Yeah,
I
and,
I choose that.
and after that you have to like go to here, finish partitioning, and write changes to disk.
Yep, that's what I do. That's the same
And
screen I have it.
and after that, yes, you have to do the yes, and it will install the system.
Okay.
So you reached till yet. You reach here.
Oh, it's just doing it faster right here. I'm gonna be done in 10 seconds, I guess.
No, it is.
So it have a HTTP proxy information.
HTTP proxy information.
Mhm.
Uh, well, so what
If
the
you
option it is?
if you need to use the HTTP proxy to access the outside world, enter the proxy
Yeah.
information here.
No,
Otherwise,
just
leave it blank.
just leave it blank.
I wanted to start sharing because I have the screen on me. Okay, where we were actually on a list over there.
Subdomain.
Yep.
Yeah. So I run this tool and it gives us like all the subdomains as you can see
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how we use the tool. So this was the command. So when I enter this command, it gives me all the subdomains.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a Microsoft subdomains.
yeah, Microsoft subdomains, you can enter anything. Like if I do Google, so it is going to show all the subdomains of Google, but also it is going to take time. So if we move ahead,
Mm-hmm.
here we can use so we were talking about the reverse IP lookup. So it is a method where we can see the websites running on the same server. So
Mm-hmm.
like we saw that 1900 websites were running on the same server
Mm-hmm.
on certified hackers. So how to check for the websites? So which are the websites? Because by default, Whois was giving us only three website name and asking for $49.
Mm-hmm.
So we can use this. So hackertarget.com. So just remove it. Uh, hacker target. And if we go to the tools and here it is showing us a reverse no reverse IP lookup. So yeah, in the IP address reverse IP lookup, and here we just need to enter any site. So we were using the certified hacker. Well, okay, we need to enter the IP address. So this is the IP of certifiedhacker.com.
So
Yeah,
where did we get it the IP address from?
yeah, I can show you. So when you open Whois, it will give you the IP information. And also, what we can use, if I open CMD and if I do ping any website name,
Mm-hmm.
you can use any website name, and once you enter, it is going to show you the IP address, the IPv4 address. So if I close this and if I ping uh, like Amazon, so it is going to give me the IP of Amazon. So
But
this is
if
the
they are secured, then
no, it every site will give you the IPv4. It's nothing have to do with that. So even if you, but the thing is, it is
oh, IP
actual
address.
or it is actual or it is fake. You don't know because when I ping Google, it is giving me this IP. But do you think Google will share their IP? So what they do, they use they mask their IP. So they just use they spoof their IP. So the IP you are seeing here is not the original IP. So it might be a fake version, fake spoofed version. So you don't get the real.
Real IP.
Yeah. So no, like so all the large organizations, big organizations, they just spoof there so that you don't know the real IP as well as the real location of their server. So that they just hide it. So but we need IP. So I got the IP of certified hacker and I paste the IP, click here, and it will show me the website. So was showing us only the three websites, but here it is showing us like if I scroll down. So these are the number of websites which are running on the same server.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just if I copy and paste it, you will get to see. Okay, so it is not, it won't show the number. Mm, so it is showing us 500 lines, means 500 websites. It is
Subdomains.
showing, yeah, not subdomains, the domain running on the same server.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 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 not subdomains. For subdomains there was like different
Subdomain
segments.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the reverse IP. So these are the number of. So there were 2,000, but Whois were showing us three and asking for money. So we used some free services, free tools, and they were
Hmm.
leaking around 500 websites. So there are still 1,400 more websites
Hmm.
which are hidden. So for that we have to take the paid services. So by using some free tools you can get like 500, 600, 800. So it's not
Hmm.
guaranteed that they might show you all the 100% results, but
Yeah.
they will show you like in couple of dozens. It depends on the tool you use. So this is the graphical version of so this is the graphical version. So by using website we can do this,
Hmm.
and there is a command line version. So we can use that also, and for that I have to like we have to download it. So instead of sublister, what I'm going to type reverse IP lookup and GitHub, and it is showing to it will show me all the tools related to reverse IP. So what tool I want, uh, which tool I have, like there was a tool called rev IP lookup. So yep, this was so by this author 1UFFYD9. So this is the author of this
Hmm.
tool. So you have to search this tool, rev IP lookup. It's quite good. Open this and it will show you the installation guide. So this is the installation guide, and what you can do, you don't even need to copy from here. What you can do, it is showing you the link, you just have to copy. So it has all the commands,
Hmm.
so we just need to paste it. So it has git clone and everything else, we just need to copy and paste. I already have. After that you need to copy and paste this, so to change the directory. So we are in this tool. After that you need to just copy and paste this,
Like one step by step. Yeah.
like yeah, step by step, and it is going to install all the dependencies. So I already have that. I don't. So you need to copy this, and I think it is showing much more. So from here it is good. You only have to do from here. So leave the last one because that is like too much. And syntax to use. So let me show you how to use it. If I do ls, it is showing me the file name. So either I can do this, or I show you the thing which I don't need to type the language. And if I do -h for help menu, so it is gonna show me this. For I, we need to specify the IP address of the target. So how to find the IP address? Here we can also ping. So we are getting this IP. Just copy this and I'm exiting. Okay, so where are we? And this is the IP. Let's enter,
Hmm.
and you see these are the number of websites sharing the
Yeah.
same server.
Hmm.
And Yep.
It
So
don't
that,
give you the everything. It just give you the few of them.
yeah, few of them. So not every, like, there might be some tool which show you, but I don't think that they 100% show you. So we use two tools and both show. So if you need to know how many number of websites are there, so I'm going to use a function. So this is called piping. So piping means I am going to merge two different commands together. So this is one different command and this is one different command. So I'm going to merge two different commands. So WC is a function in Linux which means word count. So I'm going to count the word, the same thing which I do on here. I count the
Yep,
words.
line.
So so word count and hyphen L is for line because we don't want characters words, we want a line. So if I press enter, it is going to show me so 512. So it gives us 12 more. So the previous one, this one was giving us 500.
500.
It gives us 512. So yeah, that's the thing with this. This is how we can count. And there might be some tools who might leak 600 information, so it's up to the tool which tool you use. And there are like
Powerful. Mhm.
hundreds of tools which you can use.
But they are not 100% right.
Yeah, I don't think they will give you 100% right. Like they are just free tools created by developers. So if you know Python, if you know any programming language, you can create your own tool. So it's not a big deal. So it's just a free tool, so it's not a guarantee that like you will get 100% information. So there might be some fake information, false information, some of them, not everything. So that's the thing with reverse IP. And
Okay, so let's do stop right here,
yeah,
and then we will work on it day after tomorrow.
yep. So have you
Tomorrow I will
downloaded? It's still downloading, installing.
it did, but I was just speaking with you. So okay, so I got it. Software selection. So which one I'm going to use it?
So just use like genome.
Okay,
This
genome.
yeah. And you can select, like, it is giving you the, previously it wasn't giving you any customization option. So but now in the latest version it is giving you the customization option,
Yep.
so you can customize your tools. So what tools you want. So you can use, you have to check this generic meta packages
Okay.
and top 10
Default.
most popular
Top
and
10
default.
most.
Yeah, default. And
Am I
you
picking
can,
the top 10 most popular as well?
yeah, top 10 most popular tools and large collection of tools. So it is giving you a large collection of tools or everything. So not so we are not downloading everything, just large collection. And and
Install tool by purpose.
just
Ready?
leave it and use the standard. Click on standard system utilities.
Yep.
Yeah, and just continue.
So Gmo,
Genome, yeah,
generic, meta
generic.
package, top 10 most popular tool, default recommended tool, a large collection of tool, and standard system
Yep.
utilities. Yeah.
Yeah, continue. So and it now it is going to take a lot of time. So it will show like this. So it might be 3000 in your case because you have chosen some of the more tool you
I,
will select, the more time it will take. So that's the thing. So if you ticked
yeah,
all the option, it will take more time.
I got 1400.
Okay, 1400 only, so that's good.
6 minutes is giving me 6 minutes actually. So, do we have a, you know what? I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask Yogita ji if
Yeah.
you provide like a standard Python PHP language, just a basic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you provide that?
Well, I don't like. I know PHP. I worked in PHP, but for Python, I don't like. But some other, there are some teachers who can give you the. If you want to pursue the course, then they will teach you. So, but for
Not the
me,
course.
but
Like for me, is basic. I want to learn it. I want to learn it everything because you know it's better to learn it everything. But if I have it like a basic idea,
you have to
then it would help.
like all the seven. So in the seventh level, you will learn everything. So here you will learn everything. So in Python, you will learn Python, the most popular language right now. So you're going to learn everything about this.
The thing is that I'm doing these courses, but I'm doing in a partition right now. I'm not doing everything together. So I'm taking level one, then I'm gonna wait for 1 or 2 months, gonna practice, more practice, and then I'm gonna do it to level two, then practice for 1 or 2 months, then I'm gonna take it level three. Like this way, I'm
So
working on
what
it.
I can do, I can suggest you some like videos, like some crash course, 1 hour crash courses, or some other videos which will give you all the basic idea of programming language, any programming language you want to learn.
Yeah, that's what I want to do it. I try to do it. The only thing is that, like, I have a questions, then I ask you. I research on my other screen while you are teaching me. Like as you were teaching me, I was working on the other screen as well, trying to find it. Okay, that's how he's done it right here. That's how he's done it right here. So that's
Yeah.
what's my thing is. I cannot learn anything from the somebody computer is talking all the time. That's the only thing I have it. That's why I want to speak with the Yogita ji that if they have it some teacher who can work with me for like 2 or 3 weeks just for basic idea on the Python PHP, that would be helpful for me in the classes. Yeah.
Uh, if I talk about CEH, then you don't need. So whatever I'm teaching you, you don't need to know about like programming language. But if you want to learn, then like you can ask her, because it won't be possible for me to teach you Python, because I also know basics, so I can like tell you
Yeah, that's
whether
the
you.
thing, the basic, yeah. And that's the same thing I want to learn it too. It's basic. I don't want to learn like a full function A to Z. I just want to learn the A, B, C. That if I have a issue, then I can check it. Okay, that's a Python. That's how I can work on the Python a little bit. Yeah. You understand, like basic. When you go on a basic three months classes, computer classes, they teach you certain part like painting, Notepad, WordPad, Word, Excel, like a Microsoft Office, and then they teach you a little bit of game, little bit of that, internet. When you do like a 1 year course, they teach you more. Yeah.
Yeah, so but my basic is like very basic. So I think
No, I'm not
right.
saying you have to teach me.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
yeah,
like
yeah.
if she
Or
having
other,
some
yeah, yeah.
somebody.
So you can, yeah, there is a trainer which teaches like all the full Python. So if she can talk, if you can talk, and she arranges him for a week, like 30 minutes or like any time, so you can learn that. If you can ask
It's
her.
beneficial, it's not requirement, but it's beneficial to do
Yeah.
it.
Yep, yep.
So like if I want to learn it more stronger way to do things, yes, I would go with PHP and a Python because most of the time we are going to work on those things too,
Those
like a
things. Yep.
programming language. Right now, C, C++, they are still programming language, but nobody uses it that much. Yeah, or
Yep. Yeah.
Like my brother did it. I always try to learn it, but I have a books. I have a everything. Ask me. I do have it CEH full course in my DVDs collection.
Okay.
Okay, that's I'm telling you because I have everything written on it. It have a videos, it have a tools, it have a everything. But guess what?
But you
It's
want
been
to learn
like a,
something.
yeah, 6 years it's been sitting in my collection because I don't like to learn anything over the video or something like that. I want to learn it. Somebody is teaching me something. Yeah, somebody is talking to me. That's the only thing. That's why I say like if I'm doing watching the